How to make sure he regrets losing you. In this video, I'm going to tell you how to make a man miss you and regret losing you. It's Sabrina, your personal love advisor from A New Mode, the channel where we show you how love actually works. Okay, I get asked this question a lot and I fully get it. After a guy breaks up with you and hurts you, you want him to regret that decision. It only seems fair. He's causing you so much pain and you want him to feel a little something. Maybe you want him back and that's why you want to make him regret losing you. Or maybe it has more to do with your sense of self and your ego. You don't want to feel like you were just some insignificant person to him that he was able to just toss to the side without any care and without any regret. That hurts. That's a really painful reality to accept, that somebody who you really cared about could just dismiss you so easily, and you want to know that he's hurting too. So when it comes to making a guy regret losing you, there's a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it. Now, after one particularly brutal breakup, I definitely did it the wrong way. I was really hurt and I was posting on social media constantly about how amazing my life was and posting pictures of myself looking amazing and hanging out with tons of guys and going out and having a lot of fun. I would also post these sad, sentimental quotes on, Facebook or wherever about longing and lost love, and it was just really pathetic. I told myself that I was doing it from a genuine place, but really everything I was doing was with the intention of getting a reaction out of him. Everything I would post, I would just think about, oh, when he sees this, what's he gonna think? Because I was just desperate to get him back. I wasn't creating an amazing life for myself. I was creating a fake illusion of an amazing life, hoping that he would see that and want to get back together with me and really regret losing me. None of that happened. It just made me feel pathetic, and it gave me even more of a chip on my shoulder because I was putting all this effort into something and I didn't get anything back for it. I was trying so hard to get his attention and to get him to really regret losing me and maybe get him to just call me and say, you were so amazing. I really miss you. But none of that happened. And it just made me feel even worse about myself. And it just fed into these feelings of self-loathing. And it just made it so much harder to get over that relationship and move on. So that's the wrong way to do it. That is not what we want to do. And in this video, we're going to talk about the right way to make a guy regret losing you. So make sure you watch this video all the way until the end. Real quick, if you enjoy this video and find it helpful, please give it a like. This will really help me out. It'll help me grow my channel. If you like me, if you like what I have to say, subscribe, ring the bell to turn on notifications, and leave your questions or feedback in the comment section. I read them all. I try to respond to everyone. All right, let's get into it and talk about how to make a guy regret losing you. Number one, keep your emotions to yourself. I'm not saying don't have emotions. You can let your emotions out with your girlfriends. Let them out with me. Let them out in the comment section. Slide into my DMs. I'm happy to hear all about it. Do not share your emotions with him. Hold your emotions back when it comes to him. Don't let him know how you feel. He hurt you. Don't hand your dignity over to him. Don't let him see the pain that he's caused, because in looking back, you're just gonna regret the way you handled it, and it's gonna eat away at you, because that is not how to handle something with grace and with dignity. And when a situation ends and you're the one that's hurt, it is so important to come out of it with your head held high, with your dignity intact. Don't try to argue with him or rationalize or convince him to change his mind. This is not what gets a guy to regret losing you. If anything, that makes him more sure that breaking up with you was the right decision, because that's just a bad look. That reeks of neediness and desperation, and those are huge turnoffs for men. When he doesn't know how you feel, that gives you the upper hand, because he's gonna be really surprised by you not flying off the handle and raging or begging for him to take you back. You being so emotionally disconnected and not showing him how you feel is really gonna take him by surprise, and that's gonna make him wonder how you feel. Knowing that he has you and he can have you whenever he wants isn't appealing. Wondering where your head is at is, because the human mind hates to wonder. We don't like not knowing what's going on. So he'll just dwell on it and think about it and think about it, and that will cause him to regret losing you and to rethink his decision to end the relationship with you. Number two, the no contact rule. No one ever wants to do this, but it has to be done. I've covered the no contact rule a bunch, so if you want to learn more about it, watch my videos on how to get your ex back. I also have a video just on the no contact rule, so make sure you watch that. But in a nutshell, you are icing him out completely. No contact, no texts, no calls. You don't respond if he reaches out to you. You definitely don't reach out to him, and that's it. If it makes you feel better, because a lot of women say that, oh, but I just feel so bad if I'm just all of a sudden ignoring him. Like, what if he thinks I'm dead somewhere? What if he's worried about me? If it makes you feel better, give him a heads up that you're gonna ice him out. Say, look, I need to take this time. When he reaches out to you, don't just like say something to him. If he reaches out to you, say, look, I really need to take this time for myself. I would appreciate it if you wouldn't contact me. And if you do, I'm just not going to respond because I'm taking this time to myself. Okay, bye. That's it. During this time, you are not obsessing over him. You are going to be working on yourself. You are going to be putting yourself back together. We're going to talk about that a little bit more later on. In addition, I would say limit how much you're posting on social media. Because again, what gives you the upper hand here and the power is him not knowing what you're up to, what you're doing, and where your head is at. So if you're constantly posting about your every move on social media, then he knows what you're doing. And if you're posting thirst traps or you're posting sad, sappy quotes directed at him on your social media accounts, he knows exactly where your head's at. We all know what it means when a woman posts a picture of herself in a bikini right after a breakup. She wants her guy to miss her and reach out to her and regret losing her. It's just so obvious, and that takes away any of the intrigue or the appeal because it's so thirsty. Don't be like that. Like, we know what game you're playing. He knows what game you're playing, and it's just not attractive. It's not appealing. It's much better. I mean, you can still post on social media. I'm not saying disable all of your accounts, but I would say just do so sparingly, and don't do so with the intention of getting a reaction out of him. Because again, that just comes across as so desperate, and desperation is the biggest man repeller there is in this entire world. And also it reeks of low self-esteem. So rather than doing things like that, it's so much more important to focus on building your self-esteem. If you want to post because you want to post, there's something that you want to share, that's fine. But if you know deep down you're just doing it to get his attention, to get a reaction out of him, then just don't do it. Number 3, work on yourself. You guys knew this was coming because this is an important one and I talk about it a lot on this channel. Breakups can leave us feeling really broken. And the most important thing to do after a breakup isn't to just put a band-aid over that wound and, I don't know, find another guy or find some kind of distraction. You have to deal with it. Now, how does this make him regret losing you? It is because that is how you build yourself up to a healthier, stronger, happier person. And this shift in your mood and your vibe is something that he can just pick up on. I don't know how it works, it just works. So instead of obsessing over him and how he did you wrong, focus on you. Focus on your happiness. Focus on pursuing your passions. Stop taking it so personally that he didn't want to be with you, because I swear to you, it's not personal. It's also important to do an inventory. Find out why the relationship ended, not just the surface reason. Look at the real reason. Why did it really end? And is he really the right guy for you? Also, why do you want to make him regret losing you? What will that do for you? What need will that satisfy within you? Why do you even care? Why do you find it so hard to move on from this guy that hurt you so badly? Number 4, look amazing. This is just how you're gonna get his attention. That's what works. Men are visual creatures and they respond to visual stimulation. Also, I remember this is what Kate Middleton did after her and William broke up the first time. I just remember that girl was out on the town looking unbelievable. I mean, she was like, her body was just sick. She looked incredible. She was going out with other guys. She was having fun. And William came crawling back in like a month. It worked. Take a play out of her book. And that girl, she just knows what she's doing in life. You gotta look amazing, but don't do it for him. Again, do it for you, because that makes you feel good. Putting yourself together on the outside really has an impact on how you feel on the inside. I mean, think about when you were in high school and you're all depressed about something and you're just in your sweats and your hair is in a greasy bun on top of your head. And your mom said, you know what, take a shower, get dressed, it'll make you feel better. And you did, and it did make you feel better, because how we present ourselves on the outside really has an impact. If you look good, you'll feel good, and those two things will play into one another. Again, it will also get his attention and will make him regret losing you. And if you're gonna post on social media looking amazing, again, just avoid the thirst traps. And I don't need to tell you what a thirst trap is, because you know, we all know when someone is doing something for the fire emojis. So for ways to look amazing, I mean, exercise, try out a new hairstyle, try out a new makeup routine, try out a new look. Just find something that really makes you feel good. You know those times where your hair looks amazing, your makeup looks amazing, your outfit's on point, and you just walk with your head higher and you just feel like you could conquer the world. Go for that. Number 5, get back out there. Go on dates, get on the apps, open yourself up to other guys. If you don't want to date, or now's not the right time to date, just mentally open yourself up to the possibility of another relationship with a guy who is not him. Again, this just is a mental shift that he can pick up on, because you're not completely investing yourself in him, and you're not investing in one outcome, the outcome being things working out with him and him, you know, crawling back on his hands and knees and begging for you to come back. It's really important that you see what else is out there, because nothing gets a man's attention like the prospect of losing a girl that he cares about. If he senses he could lose you, if he senses you're not waiting in the wings, just waiting for him to decide that he wants to get back together with you, that will make him reassess. That will make him look a little more closely at his decision and might make him regret his decision. So there you have it. That is how to make a guy regret losing you. It really just comes down to building yourself up and getting to a place where you feel amazing about yourself. Right now, if you're in a place where you want to make a guy regret losing you, it tells me that you're not in the best place that you can possibly be in. So that's where to start. Start there and then work your way up, and try not to even focus on making him regret losing you. Focus on, I want to be the most amazing version of myself. And that is what I'm gonna put all my mental energy on right now. I hope you found this helpful. If so, please give it a like, subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment if you have any questions about anything I mentioned. Also, let me know what other topics you'd like me to cover. For more relationship advice, check out anewmode.com and more videos on this channel. Follow me on Instagram @anewmode so we can be friends on there. And I will see you guys in the next video.